85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
You're listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast that's built up in immunity to iocane powder.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal a ship.
Commandant, Lord Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
For someone like you to steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal This Idea.
Hello again, thieves. Welcome back to Steal This Idea. Scott's here. Andre.
We're back.
We are back. We are better than ever. We've had a lot of, our mailbag is just full to the brim right now.
It is bulging.
Lots of people really sending us some good ideas. We're going to have a great kind of third act of this episode today. But yeah, just thanks for all the support so far. We've had lots of good feedback. Lots of people have been sharing, resharing these first, 4 or 5 episodes. And so we're really excited to kind of continue on. Got some housekeeping up top. I'm just going to kind of set the stage here.
So first of all, remember how to contact us, idea@gostealthisidea.com, or hit us up on Twitter @gostealthisidea.
Oh, and we have a new Instagram.
Oh, yes. And follow us on Instagram, which is...
Same tag, Go Steal This Idea.
Go Steal This Idea. Also, don't forget to rate our podcast 5 stars, please. It really helps a lot. A couple of other things. We heard your feedback. Every other Monday is not enough Steal This Idea.
It's not enough STI.
But Scott and I also want to prep really high quality ideas for the middle of the episode. So what we landed on is a new episode of Go Steal This Idea every Monday. What that's going to look like is right now you're listening to the main show where we have a big idea that we want to share with you. But on the off week, we're going to have a special guest and we're going to do what we're kind of calling STX, where we're going to do one of those off-brand Steal This Ideas, like a screenplay or an app or a TV show or one of those good ideas, but not quite a business venture. So that's our off episode. So right now you're listening to the main show. That's right.
And you'll see from the last episode moving forward on the website, we're kind of updating the website, but you're going to see all our pitch decks. Mm-hmm. So if you really do want to steal one of these ideas, you're going to have a nice little presentation to pitch to your investors.
Take right to Shark Tank.
I am uploading my presentation to Andre right now. He's going to click. He's going to wait.
Yes, I'm going to wait.
But let's hop right into good idea, bad idea. Andre, actually, I'm going to go first here.
Okay.
So I would imagine you've seen this one. So this is a little device called, I think, Timular.
Okay.
Timular, maybe. Anyway, so this is a...
Oh, I have seen this device.
I don't know 100% how I feel about this. So the idea is like it's like almost like a dice, like one of those hexa...
six-sided dice?
Yeah.
I don't know, however many sides, yeah.
But it's much bigger. It's about the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
And you put it on your desk, and it's one of these things you can kind of rotate and put on each side of the dice. And what you do is on each side of the dice, you put like an activity that you're supposed to be doing, like a meeting or a call or relaxation or whatever it might be, or dedicated focus times. And so as you transition into those things, you just look over and you turn the little dice, and then like there's like an internal timer that like tracks what you're doing. And that's kind of it. And then it kind of shows you like, oh, I've spent 30% of my time doing emails and doing this and doing that. And you're supposed to kind of just, as you're doing these things, to flip over to whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah. So bad idea. Pretty easy. First of all, is there a subscription fee where they like store your data around your insights? So that's complete trash. Second of all, is just pointless. I think what's way more effective is installing one of those like screen time-esque apps that just tracks where you're spending your time. So instead of flipping a goofy cube to say, oh, I'm coding right now, or oh, I'm doing email right now, just have your computer tell you where you're spending your time.
Right. It's and to avoid having to explain probably every day for the rest of your life, what is that thing?
Exactly.
And then having to go through this whole pitch of like, well, it tracks my time. And then have someone invariably say, well, why don't you just keep track of your time?
Yeah.
I feel like this happens to me a lot where I often think, oh man, I wish there was a smartphone that was like a counterpart to my smartphone that had like essentially no apps other than like the 3 that I need. But then somebody was like, well, why don't you just practice better self-management?
Exactly.
It's like I have no self-control.
Just organize your apps. There's a
Yeah.
home bar for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't make sense. It looks like kind of a goofy desk toy or
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seems like the type of thing that like somebody would get a boss and be like, I thought you'd enjoy this. And they're like, oh, great.
I mean,
And-
can you imagine paying like $19.99 a month though for your like this desk toy literally has a recurring subscription.
That
fee.
is insane. That
Yeah.
that if you want to, I mean, there's a good subscription, and a bad subscription, but especially for like all it does is house storage. That is insane to
No.
me.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. I agree. All right, what you got?
I've been dying to talk about this, and the product is called Somnifix, and I'll give you the headline off the website, which is "Keep your mouth closed to get quieter, deeper, and longer sleep. Somnifix strips are the original
What?
solution to help you do just that." I saw this ad, and it took everything in my power not to talk to you about it immediately.
What
So
on
basically,
earth
what
is
it
this?
is it looks like a tool that a kidnapper or an evildoer might use to cover your mouth with an adhesive so that you don't breathe out of your mouth while sleeping. That's
This
the
is
idea.
literally the most insane thing I've
It
ever
looks
seen.
scary. Looking at people wearing it, it's like that doesn't look safe at all.
And they have this this little animated GIF of this lady
Putting it on.
putting it on and like kind of dancing about, as if that somehow lessens this. Like this literally looks like from a horror movie.
Yes, it's scary. And also, I don't think, is it a bad thing to breathe out of your mouth while sleeping?
Well,
I don't think so.
I feel like what happens sometimes I'll get like kind of pseudo sick where I'm like, oh, my nose kind of goes in and out of being stuffy.
Yeah.
And so
Can you
sometimes
imagine?
I'll open my mouth to breathe. I can't imagine this is.
I mean, sleeping with your mouth open is like kind of what God intended. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like our bodies are built to sleep in a natural resting state. So the thought of, okay, I'm going to interfere with that and I'm going to wear like a mask that stops me physically from breathing out of my mouth. And just, I mean, I can't get over just how terrifying the visual is.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, I would encourage everybody to look up Somnifix.
And I got this as an ad on Instagram. So they're promoting it.
Yeah, this is something that I will say this. If Somnifix listens to this podcast and they're like, oh, we'll prove you wrong. And
I'll try it.
I would try it, but like, I can't believe that this was pitched to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, here's $1 million to make this company.
It's kind of, I mean, it's a symptom of living in an age where everybody's just trying to figure out the next thing to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Like, what's the next health fix? And right now it's breathing through your nose. And I think that's
That is very weird. Yeah, I'm going to say bad idea as well.
a bad idea.
My next one here is so my brother actually sent this to me, and then of course when I looked it up, I started getting it. So this is a stainless steel survival folding gravity hook. Let me just show this to you here. So that's what that looks like.
Okay.
So it's a grappling hook,
Right.
which the fact that grappling hooks are being marketed is
Odd.
odd. The utility here is like it's like well you can use this as a climbing thing where you can like tie ropes around it and you can like pick up stuff like almost like an arm extender.
Yeah.
It's
No.
$20.
Scary.
I just don't know like
I don't have a use case for it.
yeah like look you can use it as a bottle opener like
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
but like
It's like the most utility.
can you imagine carrying this
No.
like insane thing around your keychain like what is this for?
I think some dude invented that in his garage, and now he's like grappling hooks for everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and again, this goes back to like,
Yeah.
it's crazy that somebody can come up with this like 3D printed or whatever this is, like stainless steel,
And then put it out into the world.
and then put it in the world and be like, I'm just gonna pay $500 and just blast this to everyone on Instagram, and like, yeah, I'll probably catch somebody. Seems like a bad idea to me. All right, what you got for us, Andre?
So, my next idea I really want to talk about, but if you're listening to this, it means that I didn't cut it out of the podcast, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do.
I
'cause
love
I'm
the
just uncomfortable.
preface.
I'm uncomfortable talking about it.
I'm
and
hooked.
I don't want to offend anybody. But I got an ad on Instagram, and I'm not the target market for it. And it's called the.
Am I the target market for it?
All right, closer than I am, definitely. And the target, the what it's called is Daddy. And
Horrible. Oh my God.
It's called Daddy. And the website, the headline is DADI, but it can only be pronounced Daddy. And the headline says, store your sperm, stop the clock, get your fertility tested, and sperm stored without setting foot into a clinic.
Wow.
And it looks like kind of like a 23andMe type situation where there's like a little capsule inside of this really beautiful Apple box that presumably you would put your sperm into and then ship it back. And then for just $9.99 a month or $100 annually, they'll store your sperm until you're ready for children.
Ready for that big day.
Ready for that big day. Ready for that baby. And I think that confusing, and this is what's driving me crazy about the current state of Instagram ads, is there's so many like pseudo medical situations where if I'm really concerned about my fertility, I'm worried. I know that I'm fertile now, and I don't know if I'm going to be in 10 years, so I want to store my sperm. Then there's no way that I'm going to just order something online and then ship it off. Like, it's just insane.
What's crazy to me is that so the big 3 bullet points here is like age matters, and 1 in 10 of men are infertile, and it's a global trend, all this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, so I understand that like there's a reason that sperm banks exist and all this kind of stuff. Like I get that.
No, of course.
But like that's not the issue. Like that's not solving my problem. Like, oh, I never have to step foot inside a clinic. It's like, I don't care.
I kind of want to. If I'm really concerned about this, then I want to go to a clinic and solve it.
I want to talk to somebody who's like, am I doing the right thing here?
Yes,
like, what is it? Just like, oh, here's a box, and just like do your business in this like this AirPod container.
I just don't understand how it can work.
And
I need more details because presumably it would die in transit.
Here's the other thing that is strange to me. And I think about this a lot. Like, there are big companies like Google who I'm like, okay, I'm fine uploading my pictures and stuff to this because like the odds of Google
that's
like
a weird thought actually.
Well, the odds of Google like going out of business seem really slim to me, right? Like I imagine data will stick around forever. But there's stuff like this where I'm like, surely this like, do you think this company's going to stick around for 50 years? Like, no way.
No way.
There's no way. And so like I could just see like in 5 years them being like, sorry, we got to pull the plug, and I've been paying them $100 a year, and now it's just like
we can send it back to you.
Yeah, it's like
no, not a fit. Weird product, weird market.
Yeah, not a fan.
PSA: if you're concerned about your fertility, talk to a doctor. Don't order something online. Definitely not something called Daddy. It's just
that just literally makes me cringe just saying.
It's weird.
What's this? This is my daddy. Ugh.
Yeah, yucky.
If you have one more, we have time for one more, or we can move right into my idea.
We can do one more just because, like I said, I'm worried that I'm going to have to cut that one. I'm still weirded out.
You got a backlog, so give me one more.
Oh, I do. So click the Alulu camera, the receipt paper film camera, seeking $300,000 on Kickstarter. Currently funded $10,000 though, so not too shabby.
They're making headway.
And what it does is it's a really small little box type camera that you press a button on and it prints out your photo on receipt paper. Obviously sharing this because I think it's a horrible idea. They're like these really low quality images. And also it's just like, who wants a receipt of like pictures? It's just weird.
I feel like this is what happened. Some guy who worked at the company who sells receipt and they got a whole bunch of chargebacks, and he has this like warehouse full, and they went under. He's like, what the hell am I going to do with all these receipt machines? And then that crazy guy, his crazy roommate from college, is like, you know what you could do?
Yeah. I think I'm almost more tempted to say it's the receipt paper company.
Sure.
That's looking at the world, and they're like, email receipts, and we're going out.
Oh no,
phone receipts. There's only one way. We got to sell our paper to.
He went to a Tony Robbins concert.
15-year-olds that'll take pictures on his dumb box.
Yeah,
bad idea.
I mean, the box itself is like kind of interesting. I could see, my high school indie self being like, yeah, it's cool.
It's not cool though. You guys should look it up. The pictures are
the pictures look dumb.
They're not low quality in a cool retro way. They're low quality in you just printed a picture on a piece of receipt paper.
It looks exactly like you think it would look.
Yes, exactly. And it costs $89. So, I mean, you can get those like little Instamax guys now.
Yeah.
That are like probably way better. Full
like
color.
The Kodak ones that just. Yeah, it seems like if I'm gonna go for this like chintzy, Like, oh, look, it's like ironic, this picture.
Then you're 13. I'll tell you who you are. If you're going to go for this chintzy, dumb product, you are 13 years old and trying to make an impact, and you'll do whatever it takes.
You're not going to help the $300,000 goal.
No way.
Not enough quarters saved up from the lemonade stand.
Maybe vaguely in my interests, but not something I really want.
Speaking of lemonade stand, before I get into the idea, I want your opinion on this, Andre.
Got it.
So I live in a pretty typical suburban neighborhood, and in the summertime there is lemonade stands aplenty. I hate lemonade stands. I hate them. I hate them with all of my passion because it's two problems. One, lemonade or juice, whatever it is, it's like I'm not gonna like pull over just to get like a tiny Dixie cup full of subpar lemonade. And two, it's like, you didn't do this. Your mom did this. Your mom mixed up a thing, and you're just sitting out there being like, do you want to spend $1 on this?
Yeah.
So here's what I propose to all parents out there. Throw away the country time. Nobody wants it. If your son or daughter actually provided some use, because here's the other thing. Now it's getting into like insanity. I had a neighbor, I don't think they'll listen to this podcast, but I had a neighbor.
They don't listen to this podcast.
They were literally folding construction paper back and forth and then putting a paper clip on the bottom and selling fans. So literally selling trash at this point. We're going in the wrong direction. This is what I want. I want a child to go and buy an onion and then pre-chop the onion and then sell like pre-cut vegetables. How I would stop and buy that, right?
That's crazy. That is a crazy thing to say.
I mean, maybe that's a left field example, but like actually useful things. That's what I want a kid to be like, oh, man, this is actually really time saving.
Yeah.
To like, I can only think of food things right now, but like a sack of potatoes or like some thing that like they went and picked a bushel of raspberries and like, hey, do you want these raspberries that I picked? Yes, and it's like cheaper than going to the store or whatever.
Are you the guy that's like calling the city on these?
No,
people? Like there's no permit. These kids can't do this. This is my neighborhood.
This is my neighborhood. Shut them down.
This is a non-commercial area.
This is a health code violation. No, it's just so frustrating. Like you're not teaching your kid anything. Like provide a service. Like because I appreciate when a kid's like, hey, I'll wash out your trash cans. Like I'll pay. Like I don't really want to, but it's like, yeah, it's $15 or whatever. Sure, I'm not going to do it. It's helpful.
Yeah.
I appreciate good work that like saves me time, but I don't appreciate
Dixie cups of lemonade.
Dixie cups of lemonade. Just like I feel like
I get it. I think what I would be more interested in is chopped vegetables is just kind of weird to me. It feels like you're like Andre's kitchen is haunting you, and you're like, I gotta find a way.
I gotta find a way.
You're gonna set Jack out with a little knife and he's chopping onions for people. But what I would be maybe more interested in is like you send the kid out on kind of like a maybe all summer long garage sale situation. He's out there like trying to peddle the Instant Pot or something. I don't know.
So you're saying you've got like crap in your garage and like he was sort of like, hey, do you want any of these 6 things?
I'm not trying to be ridiculous, but I know my shopping habit is if I drove by and the kid's got like a little table full of various housewares.
Okay. So what you're saying is like a micro garage sale. I'm just like, here's the stuff I got.
Here's the 5 things that mom said I could sell today.
Okay. Let me get some haggling experience there.
And maybe a sense of value of like what items are worth.
And there's a sense of like, hey, if you can get someone to buy this, I'll split the cost. Like it's going to take up space. If you can get someone to buy my old putter that like I'm not going to use anymore.
Yeah. Well, and like garage sales are kind of a pain. You got to man your front yard for a whole day. You got to haul all this stuff out. But if you put Timmy on just 5 items a day.
5 items a day. Here's your iPod Touch with a square card reader.
Maybe that's a dumb idea. I actually can't see myself stopping for this at all.
He's backpedaling.
It's like, actually, really, I'm just stopping at the world's worst, smallest garage sale.
Well, I think the idea is that, like, I mean, it's foot traffic is really all you're banking on at this point. But yeah, it would be weird to be like, I bought a putter on my walk to the mail. Anyway, that's thieves. If you have a better solution out there, I think the lemonade stand, it needs to be fixed. I don't know exactly what the solution is. But
the solution is just anything that actually
provides
challenges the child to do a task and provides value to the buyer instead of, we're going to teach the kid about economics, so we're going to just have them sell a valueless product.
Yeah, that like they're not contributing
to a pitiful audience. Like it's just not right.
All right, Andre, I think it's time.
Can I open the sheet? Can I open the slides?
You can open, just stay on slide 1.
I just requested access. That's how locked down this podcast is. I
very
literally,
serious.
I could not have viewed this idea until Scott gave me permission.
So I told Andre right before we started that we do this every episode. We're like, I don't think you're gonna like this, and then we end up liking it. I'm pretty sure that Andre, he came into this recording session a little salty. I'm pretty sure he's gonna shoot this down. However, I love this idea, and I want it to be made so bad. And so I'm gonna try my darndest to win you over on this one.
I can already feel it coming. It's just whenever Scott has something to prove, it's the worst.
It is the worst.
I hope I can get access to this slide deck.
I just shared it with you.
Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I just gave Scott the eyes of bewilderment, as they're called.
I'm going to give you 4 scenarios here, Andre. Scenario number 1, if you want to move to slide 3 here. Scenario number 1, this is something we talk about a lot. You're in a male-dominated or female-dominated profession. However, the facilities of that, the bathroom situation, you go in the bathroom, it's always full.
Yeah.
Do you wait in the bathroom? Do you go back to your desk? Do you go to another floor? Do you go to the 7-Eleven across the street? This is something I experienced at every single job I've worked at.
Right.
And I work in tech. It's just like the bathroom situation. They're not designed for one dominated gender. It's just not. They're not built that way. So that's annoying. Problem number 2. You're at a concert. I mean, Andre likes to go to Nickelback concerts. So let's say
all the time.
It's a Nickelback concert. You're like, I go to the bathroom. So now you find the 4 honey buckets there, and there's 15 people in line. 15 people in line only to get to the most disgusting piece of plastic that you're ever going to experience. It smells right. It's horrible.
Agreed.
Scenario number 3, you're a business owner and your bathrooms go out. Your options are either, hey, sorry, you got to go find another bathroom somewhere else, provide a bad experience, or you like, I guess I'll just bite the bullet and get some honey buckets and like provide, again, another bad experience for people. And ultimately, I think the real problem here, and I think you can see where I'm going with this, when it comes to portable restrooms, they are universally viewed as disgusting.
Yeah.
There is a very negative connotation with the honey bucket, with porta potties, right? Like they're gross. So what I'm presenting to you, Andre, is a little company I call V.I.B. Okay. Very important bathroom.
Yes.
So V.I.B. is very, it's a clear play on the VIP, which is a very important person.
So just for listeners at home, the slide that I'm currently on says, imagine a world where you were excited to use a portable restroom. And I'm trying so hard to imagine that world.
Okay. So what is a VIB, Andre? I'll tell you.
Yeah.
A VIB it's a deluxe, it's a higher end portable restroom that provides a clean and quiet, enjoyable experience when patrons need to use a portable bathroom. So VIB it's a subscription model where you're paying into a network of all VIBs in a region, right? So it's not just a nicer porta potty that happens to be at a wedding. This is a network of VIBs at every place.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They are at your office park. They're downtown. They're at the parks. They're up in the mountains, right? They're wherever they need to be. So what you're doing, Andre, is you're paying, let's say $10 a month to be part of the VIB network. You get a little key fob on your keychain that gets you that you can badge in and out. You have an app that tells you, okay, here are the ones near me. I can see if they're occupied or not. Uh-huh. And now, if I need to go to the bathroom right now, and I have a VIB in my parking lot, that's not a big trek for me. I know when I go in there, it's gonna be quiet. There's gonna be music playing. I know it's sanitized. Just by sheer volume, I know there's not a bunch of construction workers or just people in general using it. It's gonna be lower volume, and then you're getting money off the subscription model, right?
Right.
And at every walk, right? If I'm at a park, oh no. Oh, good, there's a VIB. I'm a member of VIB. I can go use this bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And I got the badge to get in. And so now there's this other like status thing of like, I'm a VIB member, right?
Yeah.
Like, so now you have this like access to things that people don't have.
Totally.
I think in the competition sense, like, of course, there are higher end bathrooms that do, like you can rent a nicer porta potty. Yeah. Those do exist. And of course, honey buckets are like, it's cheap. I don't care. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, I think that I've talked to a lot of people, especially people who work in jobs like mine, and it's like it's a problem. It's just like
it is a problem.
I worked at a company where they did the remodel, and that was like the number one feedback was like, we do not have enough bathrooms for guys, and they put like 4 bathrooms on the main floor with like 10 stalls each, like to try and accommodate, right? So that's VIB. I think you start at a local area, right? You roll it out slowly. It goes into a regional model. Then it becomes Royal Light. And there's a tiered system here, right? So now you also get into the honey bucket space, but now you have a brand associated with it, right? Like, oh, V.I.B, that's a nice porta potty. Right? So you get the number 1, which is the small one, the number 2, which is the regular one, right? Maybe a bigger one that's like for like a bigger construction site or something that's like a little more semi-permanent, right?
Yeah.
The restroom industry, the portable restroom industry, has been stagnant for about 100 years. Despite
100 years.
I mean, not a whole ton of innovation in the last 50 to
yeah.
100 years, despite having year-over-year growth and it being a $7 billion market.
Mm-hmm.
I think V.I.B is poised to disrupt that market. That's my pitch.
Yikes. I think I could go a little bit of either way. Would I pay for access to a premium bathroom if it were near me? Yes.
Yes.
We're in an office building right now. If I could pay, let's say $9.99 a month,
Yep.
which is a reasonable sum, to have a bathroom in the parking lot or in the wherever
Close
that
proximity.
was nice and clean and quiet and low traffic, yeah, I would pay for that. Where I'm a little bit struggling is there's just no world that I can picture being a network member and always being near one.
Sure.
And also as a rowdy 16-year-old, I would vandalize these, like, to stick it to the man a little bit.
Well, but here's what's great about the badge system is
Yeah.
like one.
You can't get in.
You can't get in,
that.
and if you get in and then it's vandalized within that time
Yeah.
period, it's like you now have like a clear, like there's an accountability thing.
There's
there.
an
It's like-
accountability system. I get it. I think, is it fun to imagine a world where the bathrooms are clean and plentiful and all you have to do is pay one low monthly sum? Of course, that's a utopia.
Here's to me,
Is it a reality?
It's the
no way.
It's the movie pass. I think Movie Pass proves this.
MoviePass doesn't prove anything because MoviePass doesn't exist anymore.
No,
what
but
are you
people
talking about?
But people loved the idea of pay. It wasn't like Movie Pass couldn't make
Yeah,
money.
but the movie theaters already existed for MoviePass. It wasn't like MoviePass started up as an app and they're like, oh, and now we're gonna go make theaters all over the country for
Sure.
people to go to.
But
in
these
this
are
world,
but
we
these
have
are
to
low. Yeah, but these are low. I mean, if you're making portable restrooms, like, yeah, you have some upfront costs. You got to make 50 of these, but like that's not, relatively speaking, it's not that expensive, especially because you have money coming in every month and the maintenance is pretty low, right? Like you're going in, you'd have
Yeah.
somebody who goes around and that's all they do is just like upkeep them, make sure they're not vandalized, right?
Totally.
And because it's not a porta potty where you have 1,000 people going in and it's just like, oh, it's just a few people going in, you know.
Yeah.
Like I think your maintenance costs are low. And clearly there's enough demand. I mean, every 5K, every event, somebody's like, I need to get a bathroom.
Yeah.
Right? I need portable restrooms. And like, you're kidding yourself if you believe that like there aren't people who want a nicer option. I mean, you shop at Harmon's.
Agreed.
For a reason.
Agreed. People want a nicer option.
But
The model might be wrong is all.
you said not subscription. You think
I think if, let's say, Honey Bucket wanted to start a second brand. They're like, okay, Honey Bucket is associated with disgusting, dirty, and gross. Now we're going to spin off and have the V.I.B. And these are
Honey Throne.
Honey Throne, exactly. And these are high quality, nice bathrooms that are like keyed access or whatever the case might be. And now that's going to be our second product market. I'm into that.
I mean, I think that's what would happen. Like, I think the
Yeah.
success of this would push them into like, well, this is a space
Yeah.
we got to get into. It's just, I mean,
Totally. Thieves, listen up. So here's what you can do. If you think this is a good idea, you should, one, go buy one of these already existing like premium bathrooms. Because you can buy, like we've talked about, you can rent a nice porta potty now.
If like a lot of people at weddings, it's like pretty common
exactly.
to like get
go
a
buy
nicer-
one of those and then go see if you can get somebody to let you park it somewhere for an extended period of time and then charge the people that live there or work there a monthly fee to use the bathroom. Just test
Sure.
it out in a microcosm and see what is the tolerance of paying customers for a special bathroom.
Because and I think you'd also need a regular porta potty there as well, right?
You need a comparison.
You need a
shot.
comparison, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think because in Europe people pay for bathrooms like already, right?
Yeah.
There's this idea of
And
like
they're gross.
and they're still gross, right?
Yeah.
But this is like, okay, so you're not paying at the point of entry because I think it would be impossible to manage.
Yeah.
But this idea of like, oh, it's the cost of Netflix. It's $7.99.
Why do you think it's impossible to manage point of entry payment?
Just because it's not impossible, but like I think there are lots of situations where if I'm at a park and like it's like, oh, I don't have my wallet or I don't have a thing, like, but I really need to use a bathroom, like, but if I just knew, like, I would start shaping which parks I went to, which activities I did, if a concert or event or whatever in their thing that's like, we'll have VIBs on site or whatever. It's like, oh, great, I'm a member to that. Like it now becomes like this like extra thing.
Completely disagree. I think I'm way more into swipe my card, premium bathroom.
Swipe it in to get in.
Yes. And then instead of buying into a network where I don't know how often I'm going to run into these things, I'm just paying $1 to use a nice bathroom versus paying $10 to hope I run into VIBs multiple times.
Oh, you'll run into VIBs,
I don't
Andre.
think I will.
I'll tell you that right now.
Not for 100 years. I don't think I'm going to run into that.
What was the last park you went to?
It's been so long. I don't have a child. I don't have a penchant for grilling.
I think you could figure out like the top 10 parks in Utah, put VIBs there. And I think maybe you could do both, right? Maybe do a point. It's
but
$1.
Then charge them $1 to get in.
Yeah, it's $1 to get in. But if you use these a lot, like it's
Sure.
$10 a month. That's a
yeah.
Now it's 2 revenue streams.
Yeah, I think
just double our market cap.
Both is better, actually. Is like pay up point of entry, and then if you love it and you see these a lot, then get on the plan.
Get on the plan. All right, thieves. I don't think I've totally won Andre over yet, but I think if enough of you peer pressure him and be like, Andre, you're wrong. This would be a great idea. I think we can peer pressure him to thinking this is a great idea.
I will fight you in the email. I will individually respond with reasons why this is an okay idea, but certainly not the best that will ever go down on STI.
Well, maybe somebody can steal this idea, 75% of it, which is amazing, and 25% that needs some work.
Totally.
And they have that 25%, like, oh, actually, they're missing this one piece. Let us know if you have the missing piece to make this go from $1 million to $1 billion idea. I think that's we can both agree. It's at least $1 million or $1 billion.
At least $1 million idea.
Let's wrap it up, Andre, with some mailbag. We got a big mailbag. We'll try and do as many as we can here and be sensitive to the time. Do you have our mailbag pulled up here, Andre?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, we have one of the best mailbags ever. I don't know how many of these we're going to get through because all of these are great ideas.
We're going to give it the college try. Yeah, whatever we don't get to in this episode, we'll move over to the B-side episode.
But there's some good ideas in here. Yeah. Like, truly, some really good ideas.
Tempting not to steal their ideas and present them as their own.
Exactly.
We promise we'll never do that.
We have integrity on this podcast. If you mailbag us in, we will claim it as mailbag and name you. I'll go first. EJ Spence, one of my good friends, texted me this idea, which he is a brilliant guy, but not as good at putting this in words, which is basically he says, what if there could be a chemical reaction in your windshield wiper fluid where when it gets shot out, it mixes either with a second chamber or it mixes with a chemical on your windshield wipers that created heat.
Okay.
Exothermic reaction emits heat in the reaction process.
So something is sprayed on my windshield.
Yep.
And then what the regular solution in there is like a regular cleaning solution, but also it has this like warming component. So it hits that chemical reaction. Now it's December.
Yeah. And something like, for example, something that mixes with water, and when it mixes with water, it heats up, or, it sprays out. Some chemical reaction occurs on the windshield. We know that there are chemical reactions that produce heat.
Yep.
It happens on the windshield and melts the ice off. I can't get over how good this idea is. I just don't think a chemist has come up with it yet, but I have to believe it's possible.
Here's my only concern with it is I worry that whatever's on the windshield, I feel like it would be like a one-time use. So I don't think they would have you'd have to reapply it, and that becomes daunting. Of I gotta spray my windshield.
I think that there's got to be a way to do it. There has to be a way to do it. I don't know what it is. I think, again, I go back to...
I'd say that'd be my only worry. It's
a chemical that you put in your windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah.
And then when that chemical mixes with water, it emits heat. And the water component is already there. It's the ice.
Oh, so you're saying it's coming out warm.
It's coming out regular temperature. And then it reacts with water.
As it's
coming out, it reacts with the water.
Like a flamethrower, but instead of the...
Yes. And it creates a heat reaction. that melts the ice, but not so hot that it shatters your windshield, which is a risk.
You'd have to. I'm not sure if car manufacturers would be like, yeah, let's just throw this in. If you could aftermarket first,
Yes.
prove it, and then I think
And you can dump anything in your windshield wiper fluid.
yeah. But doesn't it like the combination? Like, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I haven't quite scoped this out. But if you are smart, if you work in a lab and you know about reactions that create heat, start playing with this idea.
I do think it'd be convenient. I don't know. It's like, what's the like?
It would just be an improvement on windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is useless for.
But
ice.
like, who's like profiting? This windshield wiper fluid
the person that
companies?
sells you the fluid that you're putting in your fluid dispenser, or maybe it's an aftermarket. I don't know, but it's a good idea.
If you could sell it, it's like, hey, this actually melts ice off your car when you turn your thing on. I think there's something there for sure. EJ, I'm 50-50. Andre is 70-30. It sounds like. Okay, I got one from Brian Schreiner. I actually really like this idea. It seems like it would be a lot of technical work up front, but I'm in on it. So he says, Brian says, brushing your teeth before going to bed takes far too long. It's 2 minutes with an electric brush, which is about 4 seconds per tooth. Why not instead stick something in your mouth for 5 seconds, but it brushes each teeth simultaneously all at the same time?
So this exists. I'm surprised that neither you or Brian had heard of it. I'm sending you a link. It's called the AmaBrush, and it's a whole mouth. You basically bite into it like a bite.
Oh yeah.
You would at the dentist or something.
Oh, so this
And
does exist.
You like press a button and it vibrates, and this is a Kickstarter item, so it's not like you can't go to Target and purchase this, but it is a really good idea actually.
This says you never have to brush your teeth again, so I guess this is different than brushing.
You don't have to brush. You put something in your mouth and it vibrates, I think.
I wonder how long this says you have to do it for. Because if this would work where like it's as good as brushing and you only have to do this for 10 seconds, it does say 10 seconds.
No, it looks really smart.
The 10-second toothbrush.
It looks genius.
AmaBrush. Yeah.
Look it up.
Brian, I think you might somebody might have stolen your idea already.
Like I said, this is not widespread approval at all.
It's Kickstarter.
It's Kickstarter, but I do think you can get it on Kickstarter. What's also weird is it has a unique toothpaste mechanism where you have to like load this toothpaste
Into it.
cap into it. It's kind of weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. But it
Almost
does
like-
exist, and it is really cool.
Almost like a scrub brush with the soap.
Exactly, like a scrub brush.
Huh. Interesting. All right, what's the next one we got here? I think another Shriner.
Yeah. Kenny Schreiner, brother of Brian Schreiner, says, fair weather fans, swipe up on the sequence and you get BYU, swipe down and you get Utah. You could literally change play-by-play. You never have to leave a stadium embarrassed of your losing team. You don't even have a losing team anymore. So what this is you probably maybe seen these at Target or elsewhere where there's this new trend that you can get like sequined pillows or blankets where you swipe one way and it says love, and you swipe the other way and it says
Chocolate.
Exactly. And this is really similar. Basically, you get a shirt that's sequined in that way, and you swipe one way, and you're celebrating one team. You swipe the other way,
BYU, and then this is
you,
University of Utah.
which
I can't
who
imagine.
would ever go.
I can't imagine
a BYU fan.
I can't imagine any like hard rivalry fan using this. But I guess
Well, no. And Kenny's point in his email is that what if you're just not really a fan?
yeah, that's true.
You're just kind of along for the ride, and you want a funny bit. And I think it is a funny bit.
It is a funny bit of like, I'm a BYU fan now.
Yes, exactly. Well, I mean, and there's a whole class of people that love funny bits on shirts.
So-
and I think that this hits that.
Why not just wear two shirts?
Because the sequins are funny. Because as soon as BYU scores, you're like, yeah. And then
I'm a fan now.
As soon as you scores, you go the other way. I do think it's really funny. I think it fits in that satirical funny t-shirts
Sure.
genre. And there are people that buy funny satirical shirts. And you can market just at sports fans, which is funny.
This seems like have you been to the website This Is Why I'm Broke?
Yes. It seems like this is one
Seems that would fit
product.
very well in one of those top tier items there.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I think it's pretty funny. I think that it's pretty low effort. And you could probably sell quite a few shirts that way.
So Tanner Drexler, he writes in. So he says, think GoFundMe.
Oh, I love this idea.
He says, say someone wants to set a personal goal of some kind, like to lose weight or quit smoking. Your family and friends can assign a challenge and donate the money as an incentive. And the app and the recipients will set like essentially milestones as they kind of get their progress. And then assumingly if they hit their goal, they like get the money.
Yeah. I think a huge opportunity to
Yeah.
partner with, because obviously, all these like GoFundMe-esque sites, like there's always that hanging question: is this legitimate?
Yeah.
Are they really maybe suffering the way I think? Are they really meeting the goals that I think that they are? What I like about this is I think if you could partner with like MyFitnessPal or something, where it kind of like sources the data out so to hold you accountable,
Yes.
then that would be awesome. I think like my personal thing would be like I've always really been I'm like a pseudo engineer. Like I think as close to being an engineer as you can be without actually being an engineer.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I think so. But I really want to learn to code, like seriously learn in a very serious way. And I feel like a system like this could plug into a lot of these like free learning platforms or paid learning platforms like Pluralsight, et cetera, and then actually report back your progress so that you're kind of you have an incentive to actually do what you're committed to do. I think that this actually is a really good idea.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I think, and there's other things, a company could match that, right? Or like
totally.
other entities could come in and be like, yeah, I want to support this guy. He's trying to lose 100 pounds or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
If you can drop 100 pounds, like you get $10 for every pound you lose and hold off or whatever. Like, yeah, I think there's something there.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Good one, Tanner.
Thieves, this has been a great episode. Remember to tweet into us. I want to give a special thanks to two individuals, Joaquim Carud and Jesse Williams, for providing the music and the production value of these great podcasts. Any other shout outs, any other reminders for the thieves out there, Andre?
Email us for next week's mailbag, idea@gostealthisidea.com. Visit our website, gostealthisidea.com. Share with your friends, rate our podcast 5 stars. We're seeing a lot of traction.
Yeah, we're on Spotify. We're on basically everything now.
Yep.
Next week, I think we're gonna have our first special guest.
Oh, yes.
He's very excited to be on.
Literally cannot wait to be on the show.
He wanted to get on this episode, but we were like, hey, let's get this one planned. So
yeah, exactly.
So get excited for that. We'd love to hear your ideas. Let us know how we're doing, and we'll catch you next time.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.